and on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what
I haven't played shogi.
So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No, it's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll
Broke.
understand.
The bottle that was missing was excited. Hello? How does a bottle be excited? Some of these answers are just like, we couldn't come up with 3 reasonable sounding ones. Have a freebie.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
Who do I think did it?
That's right. We
I don't
found
know
evidence
yet.
that shows there was more
Toko
than
still
just
seems
one
too
broken
obvious.
bottle at the
It could
scene.
be Byakuya. He's being more silent than he usually is. Usually he's all over these trials, being smug in every
And what is this
place he can
evidence?
be. He's pretty quiet right now, though. It wasn't just a single broken bottle, and the evidence that proves that is... There's the one where I weighed it. Bottle experiment.
I got it!
Thonk.
Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is...
It could be Hina, but because she's being a lot more accusatory than normal. But I think that could
there
just
was
be because it
actually more
was
than
like her
one
only
bottle's
good friend.
worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by some bowling aficionados.
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Where's the sneeze?
And
I'm
there's
waiting
the matter
for
of
it.
the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
This fucking dude.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever.
To stake it
So I
out.
was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay.
Yep.
That's why I headed in.
What Pirate said. We aren't raiding tonight, so I'm getting some extra Danganronpa in, because I can't quit this game.
But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
She was in the locker, I bet.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think we've come to this.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
What? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
Vermin? That's mean. No, it's not ridiculous at all. There's definitely proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. A new element? Dude, we're in chapter 4. I don't think you're allowed to add new elements halfway through the game. So far, you've probably been pressing the Y button during your final strike without a second thought. But from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it the same way as during the non-stop debate. Simply press the LB button. Also, like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, then I spit in your general direction. But for educational purposes, we're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless, just this once. Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Look, even the game knows it's throwing new shit at me halfway through. Well then, good luck, have fun. Oh man, another bullet time battle? Let's see if I can ace it again. I usually get destroyed in these.
It's a lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No. That's enough. I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie. That's enough. It's a lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No. That's enough. I admit nothing.
Easy. Alright.
That's enough.
Hiding in the rec room, don't be ridiculous. Locker handprint.
This should prove it. Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Yo, sounds good, Wolf's Awake. I appreciate it.
Stop wasting my time.
Oh, he
Just tell
sounds
us the
mad.
truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Oh, that was easy.
Dang, she just
She
straight
couldn't
up
lie to
admitted it.
Master.
Then you killed Sakura.
No, I swear, there's no way.
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
Wait,
Oh my god.
probably.
Give us
She
the
can't
details,
she
Toko.
can't resist
What
Byakuya like
happened
at
between
all.
you and Sakura?
She's too in love.
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
Yeah, that's pretty awkward, dude.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that.
We haven't even
did you
got to the
attack
poison
Sakura?
stuff yet, man.
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me.
Oh god.
When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her, you mean Sneeze Baby?
Guess it's back.
It was
Bust
your
out
fault
your
after all.
scissors.
My fault. Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried
Oh my
about
God.
you, and you're terrible. No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
Her streak is ruined, dude. What the hell?
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me.
There's no escape, Byakuya. You're fucked, dude.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good? Keep talking like that and Hina's gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the
Whoa,
vote.
slow down, Turbo. Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right?
No, we haven't even
Let's
got
do
to any of the
this.
poison shit yet, dude. Take it easy. Take it easy.
No.
Pump your brakes,
Not
kid.
quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't. Yeah, it
Tell
wasn't.
us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted.
Hina, don't rush it too much. You're gonna start to look sus.
Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... Boom. Boom. See, we haven't even got to the yellow powder yet, dude. Or the vomiting
I was
blood.
just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
She didn't die in front of the shelf, though. Later, dude. Thanks for hanging out. The second attack from Toko really was the killing blow. She couldn't have gotten on the couch. What are my other options here? Status of her body. That says she's on the couch, right? Found dead seated in a chair. Yeah, she couldn't have been in the chair if she died right in front of the
And all of a
magazine
sudden,
shelf, yo.
Sakura was right there in front. I remember waking up.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre. So you smashed her head.
You got it! I smashed
And where did the attack take place?
Genocide Jill voice sped up is
right where I woke
amazing.
up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
Yeah, there was blood over by the magazine shelf, dude. That has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. Magazine shelf bloodstain, of course.
I got it!
Easy,
Sakura
baby.
was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look
Bruh,
like I
you
did.
think Toko
'Cause
could
when I
move
hit her,
Sakura?
She was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way
Exactly.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
It was just not Sakura's day, honestly.
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Huh. So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
The reason there's no way Toko was hiding in the locker is because saw it for ourselves when we were bashing the window open. The locker was already open.
I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know.
Look how
proves I
cute
didn't
she is
care.
with her
Thank you very much.
grotesquely long tongue.
You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And problem?
I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
That's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? If there's another possible explanation, maybe it's... Are we gonna finally get into the fucking poison?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause.
That's wrong,
What
son.
killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
I don't know if it wants me to say yellow powder, though, or if it wants me to say that she was vomiting up blood.
What was it that killed Ogre?
Here, let me look through. Vim summary. That one's talking about the
If it
two
wasn't
shots.
from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was
Monokuma
it?
file 4, maybe? Or the yellow powder.
There's no other possible cause.
I'm going with the
What
Monokuma
killed
file.
Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Yeah, buddy.
No, that's wrong.
Yellow vomit.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
So defensive, Kyoko.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body.
Poison,
Most likely,
poison, poison.
Sakura was.
Yeah, finally. 45
Poison?
minutes into the class trial. We
That's
finally
right.
get to the poison.
This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
If you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But
Okay.
you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? And I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals.
And reagents, don't forget.
And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it. It was an A, baby.
The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
Yo, he's down in it. I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do is stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Get your gains on.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Into Sakura's body. The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been in... Could it be? Another hangman? Yup. Protein drink. P-R-O-T-E. I like how they gave you the I so you can't fuck up getting the E and I backwards. I always do that when I type protein. Protein. E-R-I-N. Give me a K, baby.
Now I understand.
Wait, you wish you were the protein drink? Or you wish you were Sakura? Or you wish you were in Sakura?
If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura
She
to
just
drink
wanted
the
her
poison.
gains, dude.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something.
She drank
there
her
at the
last
scene,
gains.
And she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene. Protein drink,
I got it.
baby.
You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
The evidence that shows who switched them. It has to be les footprint.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where the culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then, Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers, huh? The only people wearing sneakers here are Makoto and Hina. And my feet were too big.
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No! Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. It was Leon from the grave!
Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you?
True, but she always is like
This
one of the
whole
first
time, you've
ones
been
to
focused
say,
on
we're
pinning the
good.
crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
My practice girlfriend.
What about
No.
it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she drowned it all at once. And then
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
You're not
Joko's
about to
like,
claim
I can't
she
let best
wouldn't
girl go
kill a
down
close
this early.
friend, are you?
Or this easy.
You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. but the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit.
Oh, don't
There's
crack
no
on
way
me now,
you can doubt
Byakuya.
this.
Don't crack on me.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
Because there's yellow powder on Sakura's shoe,
What
too.
doesn't fit?
I mean,
We haven't talked about
why
that
would
yet.
someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious. Too easy.
Hey, man, we had the killer's name written on a wall back in chapter 1.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?